Yeah. Okay, so but I want to give you flowers, so we're gonna dive into these questions. Put some respect in your name.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
All right. So I want to start with some basic questions. Okay. So where are you from, and how did you get your name?
I'm from Vallejo, California, and where the ladies pop they bra, cut from a cloth where you would never get it raw. Sick with it, you know what it do? Vallejo all day. Ooh, 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 ooh. Boss ladies, pop your bras. Straight Jack will make them think I'm Ella Raw. No, I got a song called "Sky's the Limit."
You still got
And I
it.
oh yeah, no question about it. I'm not questioning my skills. I know what it is, and I'm appreciative to be able to deliver them here, and introduce the fans to reality and to one of the first generation hip hop trailblazers from the Bay. Suga-T came from my brother actually, and I originally had Sugar and Spice. We originally were a group, and then when we no longer was a group anymore because of things that we decided to do, and that was not on the same page, he gave me the name. He said, "Why don't you call yourself Suga-T?" So it's a combination of my first name and the group, where we were again Sugar and Spice. So our first song we made was called Biker Season.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, was there a theme for why y'all had, like, it's like you had like E and then 40 and then D shot and B legit, like everybody had like an initial and then like the name? Was that like
Well,
something
that's a really good question. People never asked that, but there was there was a reason for it. So you got mines, and then you got E-40 was he liked to drink 40 ounces. So he liked it to drink 40 ounces of Old English. So that's the reason why his was like that. And then D shot, you can do the math. He was our brute. It was a brute that wasn't taking no smack. And the protector. And then we have Be Legit, who, he was considered legit because he was always a middleman that always kind of was a mediator like type, but you could actually talk to him and get a legitimate conversation out of him. So
got it.
yeah, so it all is connected with everyone's first names. So the first letter is everyone's first names.
Got it. Okay, I like how y'all put that together. Okay, all right. Well, now how did you and E-40 create the clique?
Well, what happened was we all were a big group originally called MVP, Most Vicious Performers. This was in 1984. And then throughout 1984 and 1986, Most Vicious Performers were a conglomerate of artists that was basically our family members and neighborhood family. 95% was actual blood family members and 5% was neighborhood family. And so we all independently had groups in the middle of the big group. And again, it was Sugar and Spice, and it was a whole bunch of other groups, the Mossy, and then there was Funk Mob and a couple other ones that was in the middle of it. And with that, we decided to kind of branch off more so to becoming the clique once the separation of me and my counterpart, which was Spice, with whom is still my best friend today. But I adopted and helped close out the clique. I found the clique from not being with them because they didn't want me by myself as a solo artist. So that's how we found the clique.
Now, did the clique ever consist of E-40 and 3 other people, or was it always like you, D-Shot, Be Legit? Was it always y'all 4? Because I saw a picture where it had like E-40 and it had Mac Sean and it had like 2 other individuals.
It was always the clique was always us 4, and MVP was was the different groups, and their group was MVP because they were like just the boys in it originally. My brother D, it might have been actually Mac Sean. I believe it was a Mac Sean, Be Legit, D Shot, and 40. They all, because they were MVP, so everybody would just branch into different spaces, but it was never the clique. The clique was only myself, my brother D Shot, my brother E-40, and my cousin Be Legit.
Got it. Okay. Now, I know that most people that I've interviewed, most artists always say that their debut album was like their most, how do I say, kind of like when they were like the most happiest, like grinding the hardest to put their stuff out there. And I know you kind of had what you would call almost like two debuts, because you had your debut, which was independent, that still charted, by the way, just to let people know. Okay. But then you had your actual major label debut, Paper Chasing.
Right.
So when you were creating, was it It's All Good?
So the first one was the Sugar and Spice song, Biker Season, and then Paper Chasing. I'm sorry, It's All Good came with that. Then Paper Chasing came after that. Yeah.
So which one would you think out of It's All Good and Paper Chasing, which two do you think you had kind of the most fun creating?
I think both of them, because I was just always having fun. Had a lot of fun all the time. So I had both of them. It was fun with both of them. They both had different types of fun, and but yeah, it was fun. And then eventually I continued to have fun with all the other ones that I recorded and put out. So yeah, but out of those two, both of them were pretty much equal fun. I was pretty much on the It's All Good when I was pretty much drunk. So the whole the whole album is me just rapping drunk. It was like I guess you would say that was probably the most funnest, because that was the one where I was a mom already, so I would have so much fun, happy to be away from my kids, like, oh, I'm free, I get to go hang out and party, and so that kind of did it, So
well, how did you feel? Is that how you came up with Billy Badass? Like, was you specifically talking about an individual?
Yeah, I just kind of always I always had a problem because violence surrounds success. It surrounds success, it surrounded hood, and it surrounded it,